Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today we're about to do a quick little get ready with me while I tell y'all the different things that I learned in 2022. And yeah, if it sounds like I'm a little bit all over the place, just stick with me. Like it makes sense. So yeah, let's get into it. I already kind of did my eyebrows a little bit, and I'm not gonna do it much more because then I feel like if I do more, it's gonna get worse. But I prime my face too, and then I'm just gonna start. Okay, the first thing I've learned this year is that if you're not getting the results you want, then you should try a different approach. It's kind of like you can get to your mama's house two different ways, or you can get to a destination with different directions. But when you take a new route you never took before, you go a different way, you see a lot of different things you never saw before. You may see restaurants you never seen. You just see a whole lot of stuff you've never seen before. Let me stop. Okay, the next thing that I learned that is something that I just recently learned this December, this month. It's New Year's Eve, by the way. That I just recently learned is that it is okay to relax and take breaks. I promise y'all, I'm the type of person that's always like go. Like I have to be doing stuff. But this not this spring, what am I talking about? This winter break, I was like, my job didn't give me no hours, and I was like, okay, like what's gonna happen? Like they didn't give me no hours. What we finna do? Like, so I just started doing all the random stuff. But then somebody was like, okay, like you need to relax. Like I need you to actually relax. Like sit down and relax. Watch a Netflix series. Do something like relax. And I was like, you're right. Maybe I should relax. But when I relax, it's like I feel bad about relaxing. You know, I feel like I start to feel like I'm acting like a bum. Not a bum, but like that's how I feel. But I learned that it is okay to relax and have some time to yourself in order to really actively be like doing stuff to your fullest potential. You have to make sure that you're good first, you know? And then this next thing that I learned, this is very much so for my sisters out there. It is okay. Like, it's just here, y'all. It's just here. I promise. I used to be the type of natural where it was like, I'll never flat iron my hair. Like, or I'm flat iron my hair once a year. But now, y'all still got this sewing in. Before this, I had a quick weave. I was flat ironing my hair, like, not every time, but, like, I was flat ironing my hair a lot. Like, literally, I flat ironed my hair almost every day. And I'm not gonna say I didn't really care, but I basically didn't care. Like, I just stopped caring. Granted, you should care about the health of your hair, and I do, but it's also like at the end of the day, it is just hair. It does get messed up. If I do get a little heat damage, it will grow back. Like, it's not gonna be the end of the world. I'm still gonna be alive. You're still gonna be alive. Like, a little bit of heat damage will not hurt or kill nobody. And then the next thing that I learned is just the fact that you cannot please everybody. Like, I'm always the type of person, I want to get everybody, not opinion, but if it's something that's going to affect a group of people, I like to hear from the group. But at the same time, it's like, okay, let's say we do a vote. Some people are going to vote something that's not going to get passed, you know? Everybody can't have their way. Regardless of what you do, like, regardless of the decision that you make, somebody is not going to like that decision. Like, everybody is not going to be able to be pleased. So, you just got to do what works best for you, because somebody's not going to like it either way. And that also leads into, like, not overextending yourself and knowing when to say no, knowing when it's time to say no, knowing when you actually can't do something, knowing when you shouldn't be moving around your plans to do something for somebody else when, like, what you have to do is important for yourself. So that was that. The next thing I learned is that it is genuinely more than okay to be alone. Like, I learned this more so towards the end of last year. I was alone for like most of winter break, I feel like, and I was so sad about it. But like this year, like now when I'm alone, I feel like better. Like, I just feel like I actually enjoy it, and now sometimes I prefer to be alone. So it's like, it's just kind of crazy as to see how, like, over a year's time span, how things have changed. If you're the type of person that don't like being alone, I would say try doing different things that you like to do, and, you know, just doing by yourself and not chill out, but I feel like now at this age, like early 20s or in college or whatever, this is the perfect time to start learning to love yourself if you don't already, and also just learning how to stand on your own and like do stuff by yourself and be okay with doing stuff by yourself at that, because y'all know you gonna have to grow up and stuff soon. But y'all, it's a lot of product on here. The next thing is to do it now. Like, do whatever it is you want to do it now. You don't have to wait till the first of the year. You don't have to wait till the first of the month. You don't have to wait till the first of the week. You don't have to wait till Sunday. You don't have to wait none of that. Even little stuff like homework. Y'all know how we be like, okay, I'm gonna do it at 12 o'clock. Oh, now it's 12:02. Now I gotta wait till 12:30. No, girl, just start on that essay. Like, seriously, cut it out, because that's something that get done a lot. But I try to just do it whenever. Like, if you want to start something new and you trying to wait until a new, not landmark, but you trying to wait until a certain day, don't do that. Like, just start it. Like, just start. Okay. And this next thing, I feel like this is personal to a lot of people, like within our age range. It's just that everything is okay. Like, we're young, and I feel like looking at social media, people feel as if we should be further along in life than what we really are, because they'll be like, oh, this girl is doing this at 20, this girl is doing this at 21, like, oh my goodness, they doing this at 30. Like, everybody's timing is, it's God's timing, not yours. And we are young, and things always appear better on social media than they actually are in real life. I'm telling y'all. Sometimes y'all literally do not know what these people have going on, but you're comparing yourself to them, and you don't even know, like, okay, they just got this new car. You don't know what they have to do to get that car. You don't even know what's going on with that car. Or they just bought something. You don't even know if they can truly afford that or not. And even if they can, like I said, everybody's timing is different. It's easy to get caught up in social media and just feeling like you're further behind in life. So it's like, just remember that everything has to be done at your own speed, your own pace. You're in a race with yourself. You're competing against the older version of you, not nobody else. And the next thing I really had to learn was, if it's something that is out of your scope of control, do not stress about it. Like, if it's something that's way, way, way beyond your control, like you've tried everything in your power to fix it and it's not getting fixed, it's not getting done, like the problem is not being solved, don't be out here crying about it. Don't be whining about it. Don't even be complaining about it, because it's like, okay, if it's literally something I can't control, I just don't stress about it, because it's nothing I can do about it. This is not even, I made a little list so I don't get off track, but this is not on my list. But like, once somebody show you who they are as a person, like, don't keep expecting them to change. Like, you know how stuff go, you know how stuff is, and once a person has shown you who they are, like, you cannot keep having faith. I'm not gonna lie, you can't keep having faith in them to change. You can express how you feel about a situation, but once you do that and you don't see a change within them, then you just have to take that up with yourself. Honestly, it's like, once you see it, you should know how to move from there, and you should know where to go from there. The next thing is to listen more than you speak. And with that being said, if you know me, I like to talk a lot. Like, literally, I talk a lot. But I've been learning to shut up and be quiet a lot more, because you will genuinely learn a lot when you be quiet and you listen to others. Usually, I just talk a lot, but it's some spaces that, like, I notice that I just don't really talk in. This year in particular, I did not really talk at work. Like, I had 2 different jobs, and both of them, they were like, oh my God, you're so quiet, you're so quiet, you're so quiet. Which is so funny to hear, because it's like, I'm definitely not quiet at all. So when people say that to me, I'd be like, okay, sure. Like, I'm not quiet. I'm just at work. Like, I'm just working. Which is nothing wrong with talking at work, but that's just how I be in there. It's okay to, like, pause and ask yourself if what you're about to tell somebody, like, don't be oversharing with nobody, but also take the time to stop and think, like, okay, is this something that I really want to share with this person, or is this just something that I just want to tell them because, like, I just want to get it off my chest, or I feel like I need to be validated or something in that form. If it's something that you just need to get off your chest, for one, you should try doing video diaries. You could text yourself. You could do a voice record. You could write it out in a journal. Like, it's a lot of different ways you can get stuff out of your system without having to go telling your business to somebody that you don't genuinely want to tell it with. Or you can figure out, okay, this is somebody that I actually do want to tell this to. They've been through the same situation. Maybe they can help me or whatever the case may be. But don't just be out here oversharing your business with people when they don't need to know. Like, seriously. And then the next thing I learned is the fact that habit stacking is essential, and it is really the key to helping you like add on new habits or just change bad habits in your life that you want to change. What is the book? I forgot who it's by, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Atomic Habits. I did not read that book, but I listened to the audiobook version and I really enjoyed it, and I was taking notes and stuff, and that's something that's like, it really helps, I feel. So I wanted to start, I was gonna say learning how to read more. No, girl. I wanted to start reading more. So what I do now is, instead of, when I go to bed, instead of scrolling in my bed, like, I only really read in my bed. So like when I'm laying down, like, I really try to like not touch my phone. So like, I now associate getting in the bed with reading, essentially, instead of scrolling and being on my phone how I used to do. So that's something that has helped me a lot. And then it's like, even if I'm only reading a little bit, like I may only be reading 20 pages or something, it's still, woo, let me put my hair back. It's still better than nothing. And it's like, slow and steady, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Changing one thing at a time. The 1% method, you know, just doing things slowly but surely. The next thing I want to talk about is remaining disciplined. Being disciplined, and discipline in and of itself is much more like, I just learned the importance of being disciplined not instead of being motivated, but opposed to being motivated. Y'all know the sound on TikTok that goes like, oh, when you can't stay motivated, stay consistent. The consistency will bring back your motivation. It's like, yeah, that's true, but you just have to be disciplined enough for all of that, I feel like. Without discipline, you have nothing. Like, without discipline, you're not gonna stick to nothing. And the last thing that I have on my little list is the power of small gestures. Like, this is something you literally never know what a person is going through, and you could do the little slightest thing, and that can really make their day, make their week. Like, you'll never know the larger impact. To you, it could be something that's very small, but to them, it could have a really large impact on them. So I am encouraging you all, if you have somebody in your life, or if you have any friends and you cannot remember the last time that you've done, I'm trying to think, did I put powder on my, I'm sorry, I didn't put powder on my bottle. But if you have a friend and you genuinely cannot remember the last time you've done just a nice gesture to them, do something nice for them today. Do something nice for them this week if you can't do it today. Or even your family members, your siblings, your parents, like, just do something nice for people. You never know how much a small gesture can really go a long way. Oh my God, I'm surprised I didn't put this on the list. This is very important. Oh my goodness. But if somebody you know, if they're always active, they're always talking and everything like that, and you notice that they're not being active anymore, don't think that they just being weird. Like, do not do that. Like, more than likely, people have their own life. People have their own stuff going on. Check on them people. Like, check on your people. Seriously. Now, and I don't mean check on them like, oh, not making a post, but like making a post or nothing like that. But like, genuinely check on them. Text people. Check up on them. Make sure that they're good. Like, see if there's anything that you can do to help them if they are not good. And like, seriously, like, check on your people. Like, don't just stop assuming that people are being weird if they don't reply. Stop assuming. Just stop assuming, period. But literally, you never know what a person is going through, for real, because a lot of times when people are going through stuff, they do not speak about it. Like, they literally don't speak about it. And this, I thought about this because y'all know that post where it's like, if you crying or you sad, let me know. It's not fair that we always laugh together, but you cry alone. That just made me, that thought just made me think of that post. Everybody have their own life, and nobody's life is, oh, this person hurts so bad. I don't know why. Everybody has their own life. Nobody's life is surrounded around the next. And I think people fail to realize that. Take care of yourselves. Like, take care of yourselves. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yo, let me do a little quick story time. Why was I using this radiant spray? I was using this primer too, this Neutrogena stuff. And my lashes were like, why is you using Neutrogena for your makeup? That's why your makeup is looking terrible. This is crazy. I'm like, I didn't know that was a bad thing. Leave me alone. But now I have upgraded, not upgraded for real, but now I use this and this. After everybody was getting on me about my poor makeup choices. Yeah, like this girl is slow. Trust though, it does make a huge difference. Maybe I should get dressed because I'm not about to do nothing aside from like record some TikToks, do a little videos. So I don't know. I feel like it's too many lights on me. I can't really see for real. Let's turn this off. I think I'm gonna separate my curls a little bit, y'all. Okay, y'all, that is all that I have for this video today. And I did forget to add that I went in and I added like some lash clusters afterwards, but I wasn't putting all that in the video. So happy 2023. This is gonna be a great year and stay tuned for more.